Ever wondered about the science that's cooking right in your kitchen? Well, it's time to don your chef's hat and your scientist's goggles. You see, our kitchens are not just for whipping up delicious meals, but they're also a goldmine for scientific exploration. With everyday items, we can conduct experiments that are not only fascinating, but also surprising. Today, we'll be demonstrating 3 such experiments that will surely pique your curiosity. So get ready to turn your kitchen into a mini science lab. Scene script. Have you ever wanted to write secret messages? Here's how you can do it with a lemon. Today, we're diving into the world of covert communication with the magic of invisible ink. It's a fascinating trick, and the best part is you can create it with simple items you probably already have in your kitchen. All you need is a lemon, some white paper, and a heat source. Yes, that's right. With just these 3 items, you can unleash your inner secret agent and start sending hidden messages. Here's how it works. First, you'll need to squeeze the juice out of a lemon. This is your invisible ink. Next, using a cotton swab, a paintbrush, or even a toothpick, write your secret message on the white paper using the lemon juice. Once you've written your message, let it dry. It might seem like your message has disappeared, but don't worry. That's exactly what we want. Now comes the exciting part. To reveal your secret message, you'll need to apply heat to the paper. This can be done using a light bulb, a hairdryer, or even an iron. But remember, safety first. Always have an adult present if you're using an iron or a light bulb. As you apply heat, your invisible ink will start to become visible. But why does this happen? Well, it all comes down to a scientific concept known as oxidation. When we apply heat to the lemon juice, it speeds up the oxidation process, causing the lemon juice to darken and become visible. The heat breaks down the chemical compounds in the lemon juice, causing them to react with the air and change color. This process, known as a chemical reaction, is what makes our secret message appear. So there you have it. A simple yet intriguing experiment that combines the fun of secret messages with the wonder of science. But remember, your new secret messaging powers should be used wisely. After all, with great power comes great responsibility. And there you have it, your very own invisible ink. But remember, use your new secret messaging powers wisely. Have you ever seen raisins dance? No? Well, you're in for a treat. Today, we're going to explore an exciting phenomenon that will have you questioning the laws of physics right in your own kitchen. All you'll need are a few simple items, a handful of raisins and a can of clear soda. Yes, you heard it right, just raisins and soda. Now let's get started. First off, open your can of clear soda and pour it into a glass. Next, drop a few raisins into the glass and watch closely. At first, you might think nothing special is happening, but give it a moment. You'll soon see the raisins start to dance up and down in the glass. But what's really happening here? Are the raisins alive? Of course not. The magic behind this entertaining spectacle lies in the fascinating principles of density and buoyancy. You see, when you first drop the raisins into the soda, they sink to the bottom because they are denser than the liquid. However, the surface of a raisin is rough and provides plenty of nooks and crannies for the carbon dioxide bubbles in the soda to attach themselves. As more and more bubbles cling to the raisins, they become less dense. When enough bubbles have attached themselves to a raisin, it becomes buoyant and floats to the top. Once there, the bubbles pop and the raisin, now denser than the soda again, sinks back down only to collect more bubbles and repeat the whole process. It's a dance of density and buoyancy, a rhythmic cycle that continues until there are no more bubbles left in the soda. So there you have it, the secret behind the dancing raisins. It's a fun, simple, and educational experiment that brings to life the principles of density and buoyancy. You can try it at home, show it off to your friends, or even use it as a cool party trick. Next time you're at a party and the conversation starts to falter, just break out the dancing raisins. Scene script. Who said milk is just for drinking? Let's create some magic. You might think that milk is just a delicious, calcium-rich beverage, right? Well, it's time to think again. With a few simple ingredients you likely have lying around the house, you can transform a plain old glass of milk into a riot of swirling psychedelic color. Here's what you'll need. A shallow dish, some milk, a variety of food coloring, and a little dish soap. First things first, pour the milk into the dish. You don't need too much, just enough to cover the bottom. Now drop a few drops of food coloring into the milk. You can use any colors you like, but try to pick ones that contrast with each other for the most vibrant effect. Now here's where the magic happens. Dip a cotton swab into some dish soap and then touch the soapy end to the surface of the milk. Watch as the colors explode, swirling and undulating in a mesmerizing dance. But why does this happen? It's all down to the science of surface tension. Milk is a mixture of water, fats, and proteins. The water molecules are polar, with a positive and a negative end, causing them to stick together and create a sort of skin on the surface of the milk. This is the surface tension. The soap, on the other hand, is a surfactant, which means it breaks down the surface tension by separating the water molecules. This causes the fats and proteins in the milk to move around, carrying the food coloring with them and creating this spectacular display of color. So there you have it, magic milk. A simple yet spectacular demonstration of the wonders of science that can be created right in your own kitchen. Just remember to use fresh milk for the best results, as the proteins and fats in older milk may not respond as well. So the next time you're about to pour that glass of milk, remember the magic that lies within. Who knew you could do all that with just stuff you find in your kitchen? Indeed, your kitchen isn't just a place for cooking meals, it's a laboratory brimming with potential for scientific exploration. You've seen how we've used everyday items to demonstrate fascinating scientific principles. Let's recap. We began our journey with the invisible ink experiment. A seemingly ordinary citrus fruit, when combined with heat, revealed a hidden message. The science behind it? The citric acid in the fruit juice weakened the paper, and heat sped up the oxidation process, causing the paper to burn faster wherever the juice was applied. Next, we watched as raisins danced in a glass of soda in the dancing raisins experiment. Those tiny bubbles clinging onto the raisins made them float to the top. When the bubbles popped, the raisins sank again. This cycle went on, making the raisins appear to dance. It was all about buoyancy and the power of carbon dioxide bubbles. Then, we dived into the magic milk experiment. By adding a drop of soap to milk with food coloring, we saw an explosion of colors. The soap reduced the surface tension of the milk, causing the fat and the water in the milk to separate and create a dazzling display. These experiments are not just fun tricks, they illustrate the scientific principles that govern our world. Chemistry, physics, biology, they're not just subjects in school, they're happening right in front of us every day, even in the kitchen. The kitchen is a playground for scientific exploration. The ingredients in your pantry, the tools in your drawer, even the air you breathe, they all hold the potential for discovery. So, the next time you're in the kitchen, don't just cook. Experiment, explore, and experience the wonders of kitchen science.